We begin with significant news out of Pinellas County, Florida tonight, where residents are waking up to widespread damage after a powerful tornado swept through parts of Largo, Clearwater, and St. Petersburg on Wednesday evening. What started as a typical humid summer day along the Gulf Coast rapidly escalated into a terrifying encounter with nature's fury. The National Weather Service had issued tornado warnings earlier in the evening as strong thunderstorms developed across the region. Meteorologists tracking these storms warned of damaging winds, large hail, and the potential for tornadic activity. And those warnings came to fruition. Shortly after 7 p.m., the situation intensified dramatically. Eyewitnesses describe a sudden shift in the atmosphere. The air grew heavy. The wind picked up. And then, for many, came the unmistakable roar, a sound likened to a freight train, as the tornado formed and touched down. In Largo, residents like Steve Carlson watched in disbelief as a swirling funnel cloud appeared on the horizon. He described it as a wall of spiral, moving rapidly toward his home. Within minutes, it was upon them, tearing through the Ranchero Village and Bay Ranch manufactured home communities along Almerton Road.
Shit. Holy shit. We should go down that street later. It's blowing up transformers.
As the tornado carved its path, it left behind clear evidence of its strength. Multiple homes sustained significant structural damage. Some walls were shifted from their foundations. Roofs were partially peeled back or entirely removed. A carport was flipped onto its side. Trees were snapped, power lines were downed, and streets became impassable, littered with splintered wood, mangled metal, and personal belongings thrown from homes. Video footage captured by residents paints a vivid picture of the chaos. One clip showed debris flying high into the air over Tampa Bay, while another captured the formation of the funnel cloud near Clearwater and St. Pete. In neighborhoods across Largo, homes that stood intact just hours earlier now bear the scars of the storm. Shattered windows, dented vehicles, and torn siding tell the story of a community hit hard but standing resilient. While the tornado was the most destructive element, it was part of a larger storm system that brought its own challenges. Large hail fell across Palm Harbor, St. Petersburg, and other parts of the county, damaging vehicles and rooftops and leaving dents in siding and gutters. Powerful wind gusts accompanied the hail, adding to the destruction. Trees that had withstood decades of storms were no match for this one, as many came crashing down onto yards, streets, and unfortunately, onto homes. Emergency services were on the scene quickly. Largo fire rescue crews responded within minutes to reports of damage, prioritizing searches for anyone who might be trapped and assessing structural hazards. A spokesperson for the Pinellas Park Police Department confirmed that, incredibly, no injuries have been reported so far, a small relief amid so much destruction. First responders worked into the night, clearing debris, securing downed power lines, and helping residents access their homes or evacuate where necessary. Utility crews were also out, working to restore electricity to thousands left in the dark by the storm's fury. Local officials praised the quick and coordinated response. The Pinellas County Emergency Operations Center was activated to support rescue and recovery efforts. Temporary shelters were opened to provide safe refuge for those displaced by the storm, and community groups, including churches and Red Cross volunteers, mobilized to distribute food, blankets, and supplies. For many, the storm's arrival was both sudden and shocking. "It happened so fast," said one resident, surveying what was left of his carport. "One moment it was calm, and the next, it felt like the whole world was shaking." Another homeowner expressed gratitude that their family was safe, despite losing part of their roof. You can rebuild a house. What matters is that we're okay.
Look at the roof of the car. Oh my God.
Dude, it's hailing. Did I go?
As the sun rose over Pinellas County this morning, the scope of the damage became clearer. Aerial footage shows neighborhoods pockmarked with destruction, twisted metal roofs, yards covered in debris, and vehicles pushed from their driveways. Cleanup operations are underway, with city and county workers joined by volunteers, all determined to restore normalcy as quickly as possible. Meteorologists are now reviewing radar data and damage reports to fully assess the tornado's strength and precise path. Early indications suggest it was a focused but potent twister, typical of the kind that can form along the Gulf Coast during the summer storm season. They also warn that this storm serves as a stark reminder of how quickly severe weather can develop, urging residents to take watches and warnings seriously. Beyond the physical damage, the storm has left an emotional mark. For many in Largo, Clearwater, and St. Petersburg, the fear of those moments, hearing the roar of the tornado, watching debris swirl through the air, taking shelter as walls shook, will not soon be forgotten. But alongside that fear, stories of community strength are emerging. Neighbors helping neighbors, strangers offering shelter, and first responders working tirelessly through the night have provided hope and reassurance. As recovery continues, officials are asking residents to avoid damaged areas where possible, heed road closures, and report hazards like downed power lines or unstable structures. The work ahead will not be easy, but the spirit of Pinellas County is already shining through as the community comes together to rebuild and recover from this unexpected storm.
I hope they got mamas.
Hailing and lightning.
Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.